Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and you are watching M.O.N.Comics, or if this is your first time viewing the channel, welcome in. This video is going to be a huge mail haul. I've got quite a bit of packages from friends. Only two of these, well, three were purchases technically. I already opened a couple, but that's because I had them for a while now. And then these last few packages came in the last few days. And I thought I'd save them for a video. Not gonna lie, it's been hard to motivate myself to make new videos just because I'm in a different space. I'm not in my house. I have to get over that. It'll be a while before I get the house built. If you haven't watched this channel before, I lost my house on September 7th to a devastating house fire in my collection of comics. So we are on track to rebuild starting in April, and we'll probably won't be back in until next Christmas, hopefully. So rebuilding a collection, what does that even look like? Luckily, I've had a lot of great friends in this community that reached out and wanted to be kind and send me to some books to help start it. I've only bought a few books because when you lose all your books to an event like this where there's insurance involved, you just can't get that money and go out and buy all these expensive books back, because like all of our money has to be accounted for to build the house that we want to build, and that comes first. My family and my house come first, and then down the road, you know, we'll see when dust settles of like what I can reacquire for bigger books. So with that said, I bought one book out of this for the Comics Curing Cancer charity event for my buddy Biggnasty Comics, Rich. And then I bought a couple books, kind of smaller price books, if you will, just to kind of like get one back into my collection and add some original art. And then the rest were gifts, and I don't even know what's in a couple of these boxes. But let's start with what was sent to me. So my buddy Bruce from M.O.N.Comics, I've known him for probably 10 years now. We started bonding over vintage Star Wars figures, selling, trading to each other, and then he got into comics, and he sent this to me out of nowhere, and I was really blown away. Because it's two books I had and they were really important to me, and he knew that, and it means a lot to me. The first book is Chilling Adventures into Sorcery #3 from Archie Publications from 1973. Why was this book really important to me? Well, if you know me, besides the awesome super spooky cover, this was done by Gray Morrow. So the cover and art were done by Gray Morrow, who is a co-creator of Man-Thing. And this is one of my most favorite horror covers. I mean, I don't know if you could fit any more spooky stuff with this guy in the robe and this witch and this demon, and looks like a Frankenstein and kind of a ghoul in the background and this skull. I mean, there's just so much going on. And Gray Morrow is just such a great artist. And this isn't a crazy expensive or rare comic. It's a Red Circle Comics group, which is a division of Archie Publications. But they put out some wicked covers. So he sent me that, which was really touching. And the other book he sent me, I had just got. So if you go back to my August videos, there was an antique show near me, and I got this book for a song. I got it for 20 bucks, and it was about probably like a 6.0 to 7.0 grade. And it goes for much more than that. And then Bruce just surprised me and sent me this copy, and we're kind of bonded over this cover. We really love this cover. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man covers. I don't necessarily collect Amazing Spider-Man, but like I will dive in for some Goblin love. So this is Amazing Spider-Man issue 122 from 1973, written by Jerry Conway and cover art by John Romita. Then there's also some interior art by Gil Kane, Tony Mortellaro, and John Romita too on the inside. But this is the death of the Green Goblin. So issue 121, Gwen Stacy's killed by the Green Goblin, and this one Spider-Man gets his revenge. I just think it's one of the best covers, and it's got some writing on it, but I don't even care. This is like from a friend that knew how much this book meant to me, because I had originally owned it and then I had sold it to Bruce, and then I found another copy in the wild, which was in this past August, and I lost it in the fire, and then Bruce sent this back to me. So Bruce, thank you so much for these two comics, man. This community has really shown up and helped push me to get back into making videos, and knowing that people care about me and want to watch the content I put out. So I'm not gonna have any fancy displays by me. I'm in my wife's actual work office, but we're just going to talk comics till we get this house rebuilt, and then we'll come back stronger than ever in a new studio. But for now, here we are. Bruce, thank you for these great gifts, man. So these next two books, I only bought one. It was during a stream that Nate from Comics was doing. I was invited to be on it. So was Rich, who's another great community member from Biggnasty Comics. And I bought this book to put towards the charity proceeds because I like the title. And it was kind of, I think Rich sent me this. Rich, in the comments, if you didn't send me this, tell me, but I think you did. This is Fear issue 3 from 1971. This was reprinted stories from pre-hero Marvel Monster days, mostly written by Stan Lee, and this cover was done by Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko originally. Now, you can go back and look at these comics. This was originally Strange Tales 88, I believe this was the cover too, and the colors are always different when they did these reprints. And this one is a really sharp copy. I had this book, lost it in the fire, but my copy wasn't even as nice, and Rich was kind enough to send this along. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if someone else sent this to me, it's hard to keep track sometimes. But I just love the Fear run. So Fear ran from issues 1 through 9, and then in issue 10, it turns into Adventure into Fear, which features the first solo Man-Thing story. And then issue 11 goes on to feature the first appearance of the Nexus Reality and Jennifer Kale. And the Man-Thing stories continue to issue 20, up to issue 20 or 19. 19 is first appearance of Howard the Duck, but then it goes into Morbius storyline and continues on like that. But really cool of Rich to include that. But the book I purchased from him was a title I enjoy. When I went to buy some books to have some reading material, I picked up all 3 volumes of this for the trade paperback, and I love it. It is Berserker issue 1 from 2021 by Boom Studios, written by Keanu Reeves and Matt Kint, Ron Garney art, and Mark Brooks cover. Now, of course, I meant Ron Garney and Keanu Reeves at Terrificon a couple years ago. They were wonderful, and I really dig this story. I really dig the art. I think it's awesome. This is a CGC 9.8 white pages. I think I got it for $40, like it's a little more than the cost of grading. So that's a song. Really cool. If you haven't checked out Berserker, I highly recommend it. I think it's only a matter of time before we see this option to a movie or TV show. And thanks, Rich, for putting this up for auction, shipping it out, shipped it like a pro. And Comics Curing Cancer, go check out their Instagram page, go check out the auctions they did. It was a great event. They raised over $65,000, I think, and then some. And yeah, so thanks for these, Rich. Okay, the packages. This one comes from my buddy, Joshua, AKA Spro's Comics. I have talked about him on my channel before. He's become a friend in this community, and another friend. There's so many great people. He hosts the Comic Room podcast with his father-in-law, Mr. Longbox, and he does claim sales. He's also a seller. He took the leap and became a seller, and he was having a claim sale on Instagram. And not only do I not have this book, I didn't have it anymore, but I need to reclaim it. And it is one of my favorite covers of all time. And I think if I was to hoard a book, like some people hoard books, I think this one would be the one. Was very, very happy to see this come up. He gave me a good deal on it. This is Predator issue 1 from 1989. Cover art by Chris Warner and Sam De La Rosa. I'm not sure who the writer is on this. I'll put it right down here, but it's just one of my favorite covers. It's the first appearance of Predator in American comics, I will say. And I say that because I'm in some Facebook groups, and someone had posted this and said, oh, this is great, first appearance of the Predator. And someone from South America chimed in and showed a picture of a comic. There was an Argentinian magazine that came out 1 or 2 months before this that featured the story of the Predator with Dutch and everything from the movie. So I guess we could say, if that is true, then this is the first American appearance of Predator in comics. I've looked for that book. I can't remember the name of it. It's very hard to find. I would love to find a copy of it just for history's sake and to see it. So does a foreign comic, but the reds on this and the Predator's arms outreached, it's no coincidence I had this shirt on. I just picked this shirt up from Amazon because I needed some new nerd shirts, and I was like, this is good. So if you haven't checked out Spro's Instagram claim sales, I highly recommend you go follow him on Instagram and check out his sales. He's really great to work with, great deals, very accurate on his grading. He called this an 8.5, so in his higher grade copy, it's beautiful. And he also does YouTube content. I'm really particularly addicted to his podcast because, again, when you're at work, you can't watch videos, at least they're not at my job. So I can put in my earbuds and I can listen to their podcast weekly and hear about the different topics they're talking about, whether it's the state of the market, modern comics they're enjoying. They do a show and tell section, which I can't see, but I can listen. And then if it's something I want to see, I can go check on YouTube later because they do simulcast. They do the podcast plus YouTube. So definitely go check out Spro and Mr. Longbox on Instagram as well as YouTube. And sweet Predator 1 back in the collection. Huge fan of this overall. So thanks, Joshua. This is the only other book I bought. And I bought it for a couple reasons. One, it is done by a semi-local artist up in upstate New York. His name is Matt Flint. I've gotten to know Matt because he goes to Funky Town Comics and Vinyl on Free Comic Book Day. He's done exclusive with them, exclusive artwork. He does a lot of conventions that he can get to. But he's a wonderful, wonderful human and artist. And my first original piece of art I got back into my collection was a Dr. Doom piece by him. And he posted this on his Instagram page, I don't know, maybe a week ago. And I saw it. Now, I had this title, I had a sketch cover of this title from an artist by the name of Tom Rainey, pretty famous artist. My boys, Rohan, Lunch Money Comics, all my friends that went to HeroesCon this past year had a Predator sketch cover done on this title, and I lost it. It was on the wall, and was very sad about that. So I saw this, and I was like, dude, is that available? And he's like, sure is. So I had to buy it. It is so cool. I love sketch covers. They are a true one of one. I think if I get back to a con again, I'm probably gonna get more of these done. This is Predator vs. Black Panther #1. Check this out. It is so good. So the Black Panther got in some licks on the Predator, but the Predator's got his head and masked by the face. I love these dull tones that Matt chose to use on the Predator, not really highlighting the pink you usually see in the mouth, and kind of like, just the duller grays and blacks he used, because the green really pops, as does the purple from the trade dress. Man, Matt, you crushed it, dude. This is amazing. I'm so pumped for this. Very grateful to add this piece of original sketch comic art to my collection. Go check out the art of Matt Flint on Instagram. He does commissions. He sometimes puts stuff up like this that he's done that are for sale. Wow, I've really hit it hard getting some Predator adjacent books back in my collection. Again, I can't go too nuts. I work some overtime. I have a little extra money in my paycheck after the bills are paid, and my wife knows I really miss collecting comics. So I'm able to get a couple of these but not go nuts. These packages you saw, I've only, I think I bought 4 comics since September, which, a bit below average compared to what I was used to, and that's okay. Like, it's all good. Slowly get stuff back, but this is so cool. Come on. Like, oh, thank you, Matt. This is going to be treasured forever. Oh, a little bit of red on the knife gauntlet over here for the Predator. Wow. So yeah, art of Matt Flint. Go check him out on Instagram. Banger cover, dude. Thank you. These 2 packages, I have no idea what's in them. This first one comes from a person that I've become friends with over the YouTubes, of course, that didn't have a channel, but now he does. So this is my buddy Paul from Scotland. Yes, the great country of Scotland. And he got these when he was visiting Mike from Lunch Money Comics. He went to some, I'm assuming these are ones he got at the antique shows that he went to. So Paul has been longtime friends of both me and Mike, and he now has a YouTube channel, and it's called People with Issues. And it's just going to be him interviewing people who love comics, collect comics, make content, anything and everything. I think it's a great idea for a show. Oh man, dude. Okay, really pumped about this because I had no clue what's in it. Brand thing, a little joke on. I hope he doesn't mind me reading this. I'm gonna read it now, and then if he needs me to edit it out, I surely will. Oh wow, this is some cool stuff. It's rather long, so I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna read it later and get sentimental about it. So we've got some magazine size stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, right up my alley. All right, so I don't want to hurt anything here. We've got, there's a couple magazines in here. So always take your tape off, folks, before you take anything out of the bag. So we've got Monsters Monthly, right up my alley. So yep, it's a black and white publication. That's cool. Monsters Monthly. I know nothing about these. It's a pence version, so this is from the UK. Look at that. But it does have, it says free poster inside, American Werewolf in London. Probably my favorite werewolf movie just because it's like the best. Oh, I think the poster's in it. Oh, it is. It's the best transformation scene in my mind in any werewolf movie. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's still got the poster. So wild. You know, they were doing crazy. I'm pretty sure Rick Baker did the special effects for these. Man, this is so cool. I can't wait to dive into these. This is a good Saturday morning coffee read. Oh, dude, this is so cool. Oh, look at this. Dangerous Visions Mail Order Service, 19F Spittle Road, Malden, Essex, England. And it's got like some cool drawings of Iron Man and the Black Cat and Spider-Man. And I'm assuming it's a lot of like monster stories. Love black and white art. Love it. Very cool. So that was in here. And then we've got Monster Monthly with the Frankenstein inside and has a free poster from Fright Night. Are we going to go 2 for 2? And oh my God, it has it. Oh no, it's The Howling. It's The Howling. Oh, so cool. I'm a big fan of these 80s horror movies. Anything where practical effects were really leaned into, and these people were masters of their craft in getting it done. And it still holds up well today in a lot of these. Like if you watch the original Thing, I think that's some of the absolute best that you'll see. We've got Dracula Lives. You'll come to slay me, witless ones, but you'll only succeeded in destroying yourselves. Look at that. So cool. So this is issue 28. We've got issue 32, getting a stake through the heart. I love how stakes sometimes look like wooden swords back in the day. Oh, he's got multiple in here. We're gonna have to do the due diligence here and see. Dude, thank you so much, Mr. McGroovy. So Dracula Lives, 31. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's Blade. Pretty sure that's Blade. And then we got Dracula Lives, issue 30. Very awesome. Very cool, Paul. Thank you, dude. Then he's got a magazine here that I'm not familiar with. I bet my buddy Dave from Still Only 35 Cents could chime in for this because Dave, if you're not watching this channel, you should be. He's crushing it, but he has very good knowledge on stuff coming out of the UK, Pence copies, Pence magazines, progs, if you will. I don't know what this is. It's Shiver and Shake, 13th of October, 1973, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Rhodesia, Nigeria, Malaysia, and Malta. I'm gonna have to do a little more research on this. It looks like some awesome like cartoons, comic strips that are like monster themed. This is gonna be a really big history lesson for me. This is really cool. There might be something specific that is in here where I'll maybe just wanted to show me something different. Very cool. And then the last book he sent was The Castle of Horror. Look at this. Lilith, daughter of Dracula, Morbius, the living vampire. So I've got to do some research on these because these are definitely tied to Marvel titles, but that is really cool art. Thanks so much, Paul, aka Mr. McGroovy, aka People with Issues. Go check him out on YouTube. I'll put his link in the description below. I think he's going to be a great channel, great asset to our community. He's a lovely guy. So thank you, dude. I'll read this in a bit. This last box, you know, a lot of people reached out when my tragedy struck and they wanted to help. And the people you meet in this hobby, whether it's on YouTube or trading or collecting or selling or buying, like, it's amazing the contacts and friends and relationships you form. So this is my buddy Joseph. We did some trading back and forth. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. We stayed in touch. Like, I've tagged him and stuff. If I see he's a Spider-Man collector, he's tagged me, you know. And he reached out when everything hit. He's like, hey, I want to send you something to help with your collection. I was like, I appreciate that, but let me land in the place first. It was pretty fresh, and it hadn't happened yet. I hadn't gotten to a place, and then I did get to a place, and I said, hey, dude, if you want, if you feel so compelled, here's my address. He sent me a letter. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to read it by myself later. I just feel like some of the stuff is very personal, private. Oh my gosh, what did he do? Oh my gosh, what did he do? Very well packed, Joseph. I remember when we traded, you packed very well too. Dude, this is so unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Joseph, thank you, dude. When you watch this, like, thanks for being a good human. The world's a pretty crazy place right now, but man. One of my favorite Fantastic covers, Fantastic Four, issue 72 from 1968. Silver Surfer and Watcher appearance, Stan Lee story, Jack Kirby and Joe Sinnott cover and art. Probably my favorite Silver Surfer cover because it has the Watcher, these reds in the back, and the Kirby crackle. If you're not familiar with the Kirby crackle, this is the Kirby crackle back here. This like crackling cosmic look. He was famous for it. Joseph, this is insane, man. This will be treasured forever. Wow. Means a lot, dude. Means a lot to everyone in this community that's helped me out. I didn't know if I'd start making videos again or collecting again. It was really hard to decide if I wanted to collect again and start from scratch. But I love it. It's my passion. And this has kickstarted me. Thank you for that. And if that wasn't enough, he sent me another one. And oh my gosh. This is a great cover. I've always loved it. My gosh. How about The Amazing Spider-Man issue 100? 100th anniversary issue in a 6.5 off-white to white pages. Stan Lee story, Gil Kane and Frank Giacomo art, John Romita and Frank Giacomo cover. 100th anniversary issue. One of the best drawings of Spider-Man crawling down. Joseph, unnecessary, man, but so much appreciated. Look at the red. Thanks, dude. I really, truly appreciate your friendship and being kind to me all these years and trading with us back and forth. And I hope to trade again in the future when I have some stuff that you might want. So thank you, dude. Wow. I'm going to end the video right there. I'm going to say again, there won't be a video that goes by that I don't say at the end of my video at the beginning, thank you. Thank you to everyone who supported me, continued watching me, helped get through a tough time. I acted like Mr. Tough Guy, I'm okay in the beginning, but it hit me more and more as time moved on, how much this stinks for my family and my kids. And my wife has a great support group, and I have a great support group, both locally in my small community, but also on YouTube and Instagram in the comic book community. And I will never stop being grateful and thanking everyone. So I'm sorry if you watch the end of the video or the beginning and you see me saying thank you a million times. I'm going to keep saying it because you just got to be grateful for the kindness of strangers and friends. Guys, if you want to follow more of this content, I have more people lined up dropping some special videos every Friday because I just can't commit to putting videos out every Friday. This video will come out sporadically after I get it edited and I feel like there's time to drop it. But if you want to support the channel, it would mean the world to me. Just hit subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I mean, just comment and say how awesome this community is because it really is. So thank you so much to everyone for all the books. I can't wait to go put them in my short boxes and put them away safely since I don't have a display. But I hope you guys all have a great, safe day. Until next time, keep reading those comics.